Hey there everyone, Captain Beards here, bringing you another Gears 5 video. Let's get it. Alright guys, so we got the DB. Now, the DB, our Shepherd, whatever you want to call him, is one of the characters that's very controversial because in Gears 4, the DB was actually on the Swarm side instead of being on the COG side. So now it's a little bit weird that we got the DB on the COG side. Now, I do understand that they were probably trying to counteract the Terminator skin just because the Terminator skin is a very controversial skin right now in the gameplay. I know a lot of people are saying it's way too skinny, it needs to be buffed up a little bit, and some people are just saying it's completely a-okay because of all the noise they make. Because if you didn't know, as skinny as the Terminator is, and as kind of busted it is, they do make a ton of noise. Like, you cannot move around with these characters without hearing them, so that is one of the cues that kind of give them away. So they got that going for them. Whereas in the DB, on the other hand, I don't think there's any advantage. You would think, okay, so they gave us a robot for the COG side, so we have an advantage too. There really isn't none. I'm going to go into some gameplay here, and you're going to see that they don't even... They're just way thicker compared to the Terminator, but you'll see that in the gameplay. So let's cut over to some gameplay here, and you guys can see what he looks like in game.
2 hours later.
Alright, so we got in a team deathmatch after multiple tries of hopping in a bunch of different classic quick plays. And it's a fresh team deathmatch. I'm not going to play the whole thing because you guys know how this gameplay thing works. Is I show you some emotes, I move around with them, do a couple bad reloads, good reloads, and just so you guys can see and get a feel for how the character moves and reacts. I'm just going to tell you guys right now, this character is definitely my least favorite out of all the new characters, and that's including the Terminator characters also. I would say it would go this character at my very bottom of the list, and then Grace just right above, just by a hair, like literally just by a hair. And I'll tell you why in a second here once we load into the game here. But yeah, I was hoping, and see a little emote there, all right? I was hoping they were going to make this character a lot smaller. He's just not. Hold on, let me put my game volume down a little bit here because I'm about to be blasting. Alright, he's just not. Like, he is literally the same size as other COG soldiers and stuff. So even the arms, like the arms on him, are a little bit bigger than the females. And I was hoping that they would actually make him almost just as skinny as the Terminators to kind of balance out COG and Swarm side, but they really didn't. Now, movement-wise, the thing that also sucks about him too, I hate to be negative here, guys, but the thing that sucks about him too is his movement. He's bigger than the Terminators, but he has the same sound effects that the Terminators have, and he talks. So that kind of puts him at a little bit of a disadvantage, especially in positioning and stuff like that. Where if I'm trying to hold this position here, if I'm moving just like this, they're going to start hearing me. Obviously, I'm going to get the kill there. Get the kill there.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Of course, I missed that. But yeah, so let me go do a couple of emotes and stuff like that. And I literally just walked up to that guy. If you guys are wondering, it's like 2 in the morning right now, so my movement is completely off. I just got done grinding up a bit. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the emotes here. Got the bow. Of course, making the sound effects the entire way. See, you got the humorous moment detected. So when you do the laugh emote with him, he just says humorous moment detected, which I think is pretty cool. The salute. And then, so, see if he says anything with bad reloads. Like I said, I haven't really played as this character much just because he's my least favorite. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Batista, you're taking my shine right now. Alright, he went down there. The unit requires assistance. Okay, it's pretty cool. pretty cool. And what else we got here? Yeah, I don't think he says nothing with bad reload. How about marking targets? No, nothing. Nothing. Oh, there you go. There's one. Okay. Nothing with good reloads and stuff. Alright, pretty cool. I think the skin is cool for sure, but like right there, my position was just completely given out just because of the noise. That's one of the bad things about him. And another thing too is him being kind of blue stands out a little bit. Obviously my guns make him stand out more. But let's go into the character menu, the customization menu, and then we'll hop into one of the swarm sides. Alright, so that's the DB, and I'm going to give my final thoughts after. Let's go ahead and hop over to the swarm character we're going to do, which of course is going to be the Warden. We're going to save General Ram. So right now, we're going to look at the Warden. Now the Warden is close to my favorite. He is up there on almost being my favorite out of the new characters, out of the characters period. I would say on the swarm side, the Warden is probably the baddest and the coolest looking one, even including General Ram. As cool as I think General Ram is and as badass as General Ram is, the Warden does give him a little bit of a run for his money. I am going to tell you one thing though, is look at how diesel this guy is. Compare him to that. Yeah. I know a lot of people will say, well, the hitboxes are the same and stuff. I completely get that, guys. But who do you think you're going to see run around a dark map on Asylum? You're going to see this guy, or you're going to see this guy. You're definitely going to spot this guy from a mile away. For the Terminator is just going to be really tough. And I know I keep jumping back to the Terminator, but I just want to make that clear so that way you guys understand, you know, what you're getting. Because you guys might be buying these characters or you might be grinding for them. Either way, I want you guys to know exactly what you're getting. Now, don't get me wrong. Still worth getting. The Warden is super cool, super badass. And one thing that makes him even cooler is the cape. He does get a cape. Let me go ahead and turn him over here. He does get a cape, which I think is absolutely amazing. He just looks jacked. He just like, he has that badass persona. Like you see him coming at you, it's just like, get out of the way.
Have no fear, students. Because I am here.
Just get out of the way for real. So let's go and hop into some gameplay with the Warden so you guys can see what he is all about.
2 hours later.
Alright, so we finally got in a match here. Literally took me like 10 tries on this one too. Yeah, it's weird how when you want to play as a cog, you get a bunch of swarm, and when you want to play as a swarm, you get a bunch of cog. It is a dodgeball, so unfortunately I'm going to have to kind of show off my character, and my teammates are probably going to be wondering why I'm like sitting in spawn and stuff like that. So I'll try to be as fast as possible here. Now, just look at how diesel the character is. Compare him to the Terminator, which I am going to do a comparison kind of thing in another video. And it's just way different. It's like night and day. Now, I like the movement. Like when you hear him, like he actually talks. He has, like the cape is flapping around. Like... Don't kill me. Okay, they got me. It's just the dieselness, the cape, the voice. I'm absolutely in love with it, and I think it's a phenomenal character. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the emotes, and then I'll give my final thoughts. You can hear the laugh. It's not so intense, but it is pretty good, right? Nothing too crazy. Let's go and take a look at some of the emotes. Got the stage bow. He's just jacked. Like, this character. His whole persona and vibe is just straight up like, yeah, come get some. Alright, let's go ahead. He said it is broken. Ground feeders. Oh man. Yeah, I really like this character. As you can see, he's doing the whole foot thing where he's got like the 3 toes and stuff like that. Most of the Swarm characters are actually like that. So, not very surprising. A little snipe, good snipe there by a teammate.
Contact.
Oh, snap. It is still 2 a.m. And, yeah. So my performance might be not too good. Alright, let me go over to the customization menu and give you my final thoughts on these two characters. Yeah. Well, I'll start with the DB first. This character is just not worth it. Yeah, I spent the $5, and yes, you can grind up for free. And I just wanted to bring this to you guys as soon as possible, because if you guys were thinking that you're going to get like a kind of slim character, or maybe quiet, or maybe a character to counteract the Terminator, this ain't it for sure. 100%. Hopefully they slim him down a little bit to counteract the Terminator, but for now this is just not it. I do think he is a pretty cool character. I like the voice lines a little bit. Just for the size that he is and the noise that he makes, I don't think it's just worth playing as him, especially that noise part, because noise can play a huge role. And then his size, you're better off playing as somebody like Lonnie or Sarah Connor or Grace, one of the female characters, if you're trying to take a slim, quiet approach, because those characters are really good at that. So, do I think he's worth the grind? No, not really. Do I think he's worth $5? Definitely not. Don't do it. And now let's cut over to the Warden. Now, this guy, I'm just going to let you know right now, he's worth the $5. He's worth the grind. He's worth the $5. He's just straight up worth it. For the cape alone. The cape alone is worth it. So I think that it just, his whole persona, the way they made him. If you guys didn't know, the Warden's very big in like story and horde and escape modes. He's ginormous. So the fact that they slimmed him down to a regular size character, kind of regular size character, so we can play as, I think is phenomenal. I think that's really awesome that they did it, and I think they captured it so perfectly with the helmet, the armor, the spikes. I think is just a phenomenal, and the cape. Yeah, this character by far is one of the best looking, if not the best looking character in the game right now. Yes, he is jacked, and yes, he is huge. Comparing him to the Terminator, he's probably going to be seen a lot easier, maybe hit even a lot easier, but you'll look like a badass. So at least if you die like a badass. So that's the two characters for this video. It is like 2 in the morning, guys. I'm sorry that I did not get to post 2 videos yesterday, but I was having some serious issues with Sony Vegas and finally got them fixed. So getting back to that grind and those uploads. But anyways, guys, as always, get shit done. Oh wait, we almost forgot to smash that subscribe button and smash that like button and get shit done. Stay positive. Peace out.